Hello everyone, nice to see you again. Welcome to a live with JoHowe. We will be painting a confused reindeer today. So a couple of days ago I decided I would like to share with you some of my Christmas paintings I've done. So I've got a festive designs, free festive designs of animals to share with you over the next 3 weeks. And we will do, so today we will do a confused reindeer, which is this one. So I use him as well on my card, so it's up to you what you're going to do with that later. You can either make the card, I think it will be a bit too late for printing, but you can make a card or you can just make a picture and then decide who you want to give it to. And then next week we will do the confused robin. And again, I used that one on my cards this year, as you can see. And that's what you can do, or you can just frame it and give it to someone, or you can just keep it as a decoration in the house. And the third one is a confused owl. And exactly the same, one is a bit blue. I used this design on my card and on the back of my card. There you go. So what we're gonna need today. So you remember last time when we painted Small Witch, I told you we need basic paints. So here you go, there are mine, not very expensive, major brushes with a good range of colors. I've got a few professional ones as well, which giving you a better, obviously better quality of your picture. And you need to use less of these ones. You're obviously gonna need a pencil. Any pencil will do. And as I said, any paper will do today. I'm using a watercolor 300 grams because that's my favorite one, but you're welcome to use just normal paper. It will not have that nice texture you're getting with the watercolor paper, but it doesn't really matter. For our black and white outlines, I'm gonna use a black pen, Tombow one, and for white one I'll use Posca. They're a bit more expensive than just basic pens you can get on Facebook, and any of these will do as well. So if you buy them in the bungles, you're probably looking about £1 each. They're as good as this ones. I've got my really two very old brushes today, 2 and 4, number 2 and number 4. And I gathered a few of my favorite colors in the coloring pencils, because I think it's really nice when you just can brighten up at the end of your painting. Of course, you'll need a water. And you might need a hairdryer, but hopefully I'm gonna slow down today and we're gonna do it really slow, so everyone and single one can do follow up and do it slowly, so we're gonna have enough time for them to dry. Okay, so let's get to work with our reindeer. ConfusedReindeer.com. As you can see on the side, I left black outline, so if you need me to slow down, just give me a shout and I got a bit slower. So welcome to 3 people who are watching now. Hello, hello. So we're gonna start with our U shape at the top. It's fairly big, simple U shape in the pencil, as you can see it there. So that's what we're gonna do first. Then we're gonna add up 3 circles. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna be a top of our head, both sides. I hope you got your hot chocolate today. I've got mine. Well, not hot chocolate, my favorite drink, Red Bush tea. Okay, now we can do his head. So this is another U shape we're adding up on the bottom there. A U shape again. Then we're gonna do a big blob for a nose. Here you go. Ups and down U shape again. A big one. Now, don't worry about how much space you've got anywhere, because the sizes of your scarf and your belly, you can adjust to whatever space you've got left. So we're gonna do a scarf now. Mine's gonna be a slightly smaller than I was hoping for. So it looks like another circle there. And then we can move on to the belly. Leave a bit space on the bottom for your shoes. So we can have, as you see, that one's got legs and shoes. Depends how much space you've got, you can go for funky shoes. But this one actually got smaller shoes. So that's what I'm gonna go for today. Small shoes today. So we're ready for your shoes now. So down, depends if you've got legs, you're doing 4 lines down. If you haven't got much space as I do, you just go for down, side, round, up, down, side, round, up. You can add laces, you're more than welcome. Some people would like to have a laces, some people don't like laces. You can have a fairy bit on top of your shoes. It's absolutely up to you. And remember, you can use whichever colors you like. I use my favorite ones today. Now we're gonna add up a glove. So round and round, one side, and then we're gonna do exactly the same on the other side. 1 and 1 on the other side. Did you notice what's missing now? So we're gonna finish off our scarf with 2 lines down. And then we can add up stripes. So as you can see, it's curved lines. I'm gonna do on this top bit, and they curve in one side and they curve in another side when they get in somewhere in the middle. And then on the bottom I just do straight lines, probably about 3, and then we want a few lines to give us that feeling of wool. Now we're gonna slowly move to the best bit, eyes. Big round circles, quite close. And then inside, because he's confused, obviously we have to have crossed eyes. Here we go. Hello to everyone who's joining in now. So on the side we've got dangling bells. So we're gonna go down with a line, then ups and down U shape, and we can do just round bit on the bottom, line and a circle. Very easy. Same thing we're gonna do on the other side. Line down, ups and down U shape, round line, straight line and a circle. And then here is ready, steady, go. So our next step is painting. I hope you've got your paints ready to go. As you can see, for my first painting, I've chosen brown, yellow and pink. So that's what I'm gonna use today. So I'm gonna use my number 4 brush and get a bit of brown. We're looking at really watered paint, so we want like a splodges all over his belly and head. Not doing his eyes and nose, as we would like the eyes to stay white. So go round, round and round we go, in brown, and the same on the belly. Here we go. Then to our brown, we're gonna add up a bit of yellow. So in some places, wherever you feel you would like some yellow to appear, just add up a bit of yellow. Next, I'm gonna choose the darker pink, but you can choose, if you haven't got that, you can choose just orange or red and just add a few splodges here and there. It's really up to you when you want them. Don't forget to clean your brush between. We want these colors to mix up, but we don't want them to be dirty, if you know what I mean. Just gonna add up a bit more brown. As you can see, I've got quite wet surface now, so my paint will just smudge it here and there. You can't really peel today. Come on, mate. Get ready for Christmas. Get your colours back on. There you go. So you're trying to cover all the white bits inside your lines. Bit more of yellow, just to brighten it up. Now with the yellow, we're gonna do the bells. So I'm gonna follow the line and then just fill in the bell with yellow, and then follow the line again and do my little circle, and on the other side the same. There you go. Okay, now yellow and pink for my scarf. So just make it a bit different from the previous one. I do yellow first. I like that bright yellow, lemon yellow, I think it's called. If your picture is still very wet, you might like to dry it a bit with a hairdryer so the colors are not gonna mix up. That's what I'm gonna do now, so get ready for the big blast. a bit more. Here we go. Now we've got a lovely sprinkle of the red on top of the head, but we're not worried about it because we're gonna go do splatters and it's not gonna be showing soon. So we're going for pink for a scarf now. So the dark pink in between yellows. Here we go. Color it in. That's the one. And the scarf, down the scarf now. Okay. Clean the brush. And I did have a blue gloves and shoes, but I think today I'm gonna go for green. I mix both my greens because they're really nice. So I'm mixing those two, if I can show you. You can see those two are getting mixed now on the side there to give me that lovely bright green. And this is what I'm going to do my gloves with. As I said, you can choose any color you like, it's up to you. This is your reindeer now. I'm only showing you the way to go. I've managed to do this reindeer with quite a few people now, and I quite enjoy doing this. I've done watercolors with a group of children, and then I've done finger painting as well, which worked very well. And to be honest, you can do that with that design with any medium you like. You can use pastels, dry pastels, anything really works. Okay, now the most important bit of course is the nose. And again, so we're gonna put a red on his nose. Here we go. And then add up a bit of pink, of course. Why not? I'll add light pink now. To a bit lighter. Okay. So this is our reindeer so far. Now the next bit is splattering. So I better move my original cards and everything else from the way. And how do I splatter? I get my number 4 brush. I use the colors which I use on the painting, pencil, and just go splat all over. Try not to get too much of your paint on the actual face and the body. We're looking at the background more than our animal. We don't want him to be covered too much. Bit of green. If you got a bit on your eyes, don't worry about it. Just go with your tissue and get it out off. There. Yellow. And a bit of pink. You can play your favorite melodies, you can hear it. I'm not doing actual splatter. I'm doing a bit of music with it. Here we go. Okay. Got my lovely paint all over everywhere, including me. That doesn't really matter. So that's who we're working with today. Where's my other reindeer gone? Hey, mate. I'm gonna hesitate. There he is. So that's the one we're doing today. As you can see, I added the photos of you done before, and they're all different shapes. Everyone get different shapes, so they can have whatever they like. So we're gonna dry it a bit again. Here we go. Dried a bit. Oh, my picture flying around. There's my lovely reindeer gone again. Here we go. That's what we were doing today. And now let's get to our black line. So I'm going to use my favorite pen today. And I start with this side. So, my bell, and then his head. Now remember, you don't do a straight lines. You can have a bit of it, but make some swirly whirlies. Make some fancy hair on top of his head. This is not perfection and professional watercolor stitching. This is just for having fun. So I'm not inviting you to get really precise and mirror my picture. I'm getting you to have fun, enjoy what you're doing, and hopefully make something nice you will like to put up in a house or give it to someone else. Who knows? You know, it's just in this time and weather, it's nice to make something nice. It does make you feel better as well, I hope. So the outline is going, you're just basically covering everywhere you had your pencil before. Just go over with your pen. Here we go. And the scarf's ready, head nearly ready. If you want, I think this is a boy, but if you would like a girl, just all you have to do is just put a 3 lines on the top of his eyes to make an eyelashes. There he is, very confused. Why is he confused? Because somebody cancelled his flight this year and doesn't really know why. Although they're giving loads of very interesting excuses why their flights are cancelled this Christmas. He's still confused about that. So this is our black outline. Now we're gonna add up our black shapes. So as you see, already started with a little dot on the nose and 3 dots, circle on the nose, and then 3 dots there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add up a few swirls and the circles. Look at the shapes. Sometimes you can have a circle already on the face, which you can just outline it from your splatter. This is if you're planning to give it as a Christmas present to someone, you might like to include a little heart on the side. Why not? Just to make it more. Can have 3 dots on the bell as well. A little dot inside the bell. Shoelaces. Here we go. Or not. A bit more fluffy bit on the gloves. Then we can move to our white outline, and we just use the white. Maybe I show you the difference between the pens. So I go over with this one first, so you can see how bright that is. I make a circle there, and then I go over with this one right next to it. Let's see if it works. Ooh, that's not my pen. Oh my. Oh my lord. No, I won't go over with the other pen because I got a wrong one and I can't find one at the minute. So just Posca today. Unbelievable sometimes, isn't it? I was sure it was the right pen, but it's not. It looks the same, but doesn't act the same. You have to forgive me, it's only second life in my life. So a couple of circles, swirls. When you go with a white pen, choose the darker spaces, so it's going to be more visible. Okay. And the last bit we're going to do today is to add a bit of coloring pencils. So we're gonna go, of course I really like go over with a yellow pen, so because it's brightening it up, my brown patches. And actually it's bringing up the color. Got yellow as well. It's nothing precise, it's just like brightening up a bit bit of spaces you've got there. I might put a bit of pink on my nose. And I've got this bright green I can use on my green, make it a bit lighter. The other green, the bottom of your shoes. A bit more pink. Never too much pink in your life, is it? Okay, and of course, the last thing is last. What do we need to do at the end? We need to sign it. So this is our painting for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you like our little slow and little cheering up morning creativity today. So that was an outline we did. This was the previous one I done a while ago, and then he was transferred into my cards, and this is what we got today. Let me just take a bit of that. So I do really hope you enjoyed this live today, and I hope to see you next week. Next week at 10 o'clock we will be painting Confused Robin. As you can see, he was transferred to my cards as well. And then week after, on the 12th at 10 o'clock again from my little studio in GL2, we will be painting a Confused Owl, which was transferred into my cards as well. So it was really nice to see you today. It took us 30 minutes today to paint this lovely little reindeer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't do it today, you're more than welcome to do it later. Please post your pictures under this post. I am really interested to see how did you do. Is your reindeer bigger, smaller? What colors did you choose? And I see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye.